Good evening and welcome to the 2023 Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic at the Halifax Curling Club, brought to you by Steel Subaru, Neon Train, and Stu Sells Realty. Tonight's game is a game between Team Zemmelink out of the Guelph Curling Club and Team Clancy Grandy, out of the Vancouver Curling Club. I'm Hugh Avery and I'll be with you tonight. So it looks like Grandy got the last stone in the first end, and so be interesting to see if they get things in play right away, or if we'll have a couple of open ends. But hopefully we'll get some really good action right away. This is draw 8 of this year's tournament, and we have 3 other games going on here tonight. We have on sheet 1. Team Smith out of Newfoundland against Team Moyburk out of Ontario. On sheet 2 we have Team Grattan out of New Brunswick against Team Asselin out of Quebec. And then we have a couple of Halifax Curling Club teams, Team Purcell and Team Thompson, both undefeated so far. Play for club bragging rights tonight. So our first one goes into the button, and we'll see Team Grandy try to take that out. Plenty of curl in these in the ice this week so far. Control weight on that one. I think it might hang around on these edges. Yeah, over in the 12-foot. Looks like Team Zemmelink will are trying to going to keep this one pretty clean and take that out. Just cleaning.
Roll it.
A little bit of a roll back to the center. That rock's in no danger now for Team Grandy, and not surprisingly enough, they're going to put up a guard and try to get some action going. I was talking to Grandy's team just before the start of this one. They'll be heading to Pictou County like a few of the other teams here. Next week for the big Grand Slam. So if you're around Pictou County, that's something you should try to take in. It should be a really great event. The best teams in the world going to be there. So, and we have a few from Nova Scotia playing in it, so that'll be great to see as well. I think Team Black on the women's side and Team Purcell on the men's side will be there. So we'll have some Blue Nosers to cheer for. They were calling in the rings on this one. Maybe lie 2.
Wait's good. Right here, bro.
I think Grandy's going to be too worried. She's going to play the hit and try to roll in front. I'm surprised at that last call, really early in the end. Maybe a center line guard might have been the shot. This makes a pretty easy shot for not pretty easy shot, but a pretty easy call for Grandy. And she gets a nose hit. I think Team Zemmelink had a switch in their lineup. I think Tori's now playing lead, and remember Chuck is now throwing the skip rocks and calling the game.
10-5. Yep. Yep, Lauren. Yep. Whoa, clean. 10. Yep. Hard, Lauren. 10. I got 10.
A little hit and roll, maybe more than she wanted. I think it's a hit and roll for Team Grandy, a little easier. Not that long of a roll now. It's a little bit of a roll. Still, it's in a bit of a tricky position now. Zemmelink has to be careful here. This is third stone Lauren Rajala throwing here. If anybody's saying I'm pronouncing the name wrong, I checked before the match just because I think I was saying it wrong. I'm saying it with an H sound, and they tell me no, it's pronounced the way it's spelled. So just to prevent anybody from texting in and saying I'm saying their name wrong. So that's I checked with them, and that's what they tell me. So I'm going to go with that. This is Caleb McMillan. To stick around there, it'll hang on, one of those biters. Any club curlers know how we hate those hanger-ons on the edges. They always add up, or you trip over them. So.
Yeah. You be a hair more firm out here. It'll run good.
I'm sitting right behind the hack, and you can see almost edge to edge on that rock. On it the whole way.
Hard, Kaylee, hard. Whoa.
And I think she's going to crash. So now Clancy will look to have Kayla just draw to the open side and sit two and put them right across the house from each other and make a double really tough. Cleaning out, it's a good sign. I'm going to take this right back. Take away any chance at a big roll and
just there with me, right? Yeah, just a big roll.
Zemmelink, 21-year-old student at Wilfrid Laurier. And the team are 21 and under, so I suspect they'd be one of the top junior teams, probably in Ontario, I would suspect.
Whoa. Whoa. No. Kaylee. Try. Yes. Lauren, roll, Lauren, roll, Lauren, roll.
I'll skip. Clancy Grandy will just he wanted to hit, and could roll a little to the right. Nose is probably fine as well, though. Looking for it to curl a little bit. Bit of a roll. Not sure if that'll stick around, and it will. Oh. That's two of them now, just biting. Just a little bit on both sides. So maybe a little unlucky, and just let me get a nose hit. Sit there and force them to a hit. And not much room for them to roll. Going to hit, but just rolls out, and so it'll give Team Grandy a free draw to anywhere in the paint to start off with a deuce. And a great start for the team from the Vancouver Curling Club. Team Grandy wanted to give a shout out to family in Ottawa, the fans in BC, and sweeping this one. Certainly not deep. Oh, and they pulled the string on that. That is, it's a bit of a surprise. They just had the last stone draw, and speed hasn't changed that much, and just pulled the string on it and swept it one into the other, and they were playing hits the entire end, so not a lot of draws to get some read the speed off of, but can't think it changed that much. So didn't take advantage of that opportunity. So just a single for Team Grandy to take a 1-0 lead, and now Team Zemmelink will be very happy to give up the single. Pretty sure they thought they were giving up a deuce for sure, and see if they can put a crooked number up on the board. So she brings it into the rings, and Emma's just going to ignore that and put a guard up. Good call.
A little wide. Felt heavy. Felt heavy. Easy then. Curling hard now.
And a little warm. Don't want that in the rings. Nope, just a biter, and so you'll see Team Grandy come up and hit that. So this is Sarah Logan throwing lead rocks for Team Grandy. Not what she was looking for. She got the hit and on the nose and leaves the corner guard. So
2 feet more with the sweep.
referring to the Team Zemmelink, that's what they had listed, but I'm like Team Artichoke now, but not going to come around. Gonna go on this one, it's sort of kind of tight. It might wreck. Rub bumps the Grandy into the rings, but Grandy will now try to hit and sit 3. Be careful, there's lots of curl in the ice, so gotta make sure you take enough ice. So, looked like the speed was okay. So hit, and the shooter should stick around, yeah. So now we get 3 of the red rocks in there, so maybe building up a little bit much for Emma, so she's looking for a hit and roll over to the ribbon.
10-5
So this is Kaylee Delaney, second stone for team of the Guelph Curling Club.
10! 10! Yep, hard Lauren. Hard Lauren. Yep, keep going. Hard Lauren.
And just off nose a little bit. They were looking for a curl, or sorry, a roll, but didn't get one there. Grandy will just be asking your second Lindsay Dubé to hit that shot stone out. It's a 3 again. Needs to curl a little. The shooter's not going to stick around this time, so just had the weight up maybe a little bit, and it was a little outside, and those two things don't mix well.
You got it, Kaylee.
I'm asking Kaylee to
Clean.
hit this one.
Whoa.
Should be happy sitting right there.
Whoa.
Good shot, and Grandy's going to have to play after that one, and I'm sure
See you, time, man. 9.
Chuck will be helping roll out and get back control of this end. Yeah, nice shot there. Shot by Kayla, gets her hit and roll over to the center, and
Make a good one, Lauren.
Emma's going to have to get Lauren to take chase after that one. So we're just going to get into the end of up and down and exchanging some hits. Third stone, Caleb McMillan. Just cleaning. Should be pretty good. Some updates out there. Millbrook took a deuce in the first end. It's up 2-0 over Greg Smith. Team Esselin got a deuce in the first end. He's up 2-0 over Team Grattan. And Stuart Thompson takes a 3-ender over Owen Purcell over in sheet 4. So this is Laura Rajala, is also a student as well at Laurentian University. This will hit and roll.
Trending here soon. Thank you to some friends giving us the update about
I thought Kayla was out here how the speed flying. Just let it curl a little on.
you can hear yourself, and I'm sure how other people can. So we appreciate
Yeah, I like it.
I'm impressed that people are taking in the broadcast with their units.
Okay.
Well, it is great. I would believe that.
He hasn't laid a brush to it, needs it to curl a little bit, don't it roll out. Not going to stick around though. Plenty of weight on that one. I think she gave it a little
Behind you.
shove at the end with a little extra weight, and
Roll on. It's just 9. It's fine.
certainly didn't come over. So
Sarah? Okay. You got it.
Emma will be looking to hit and roll in the rings, and has a chance at a blank now and retaining that hammer. Out there a little bit as well. Looking for it to curl, trying to get to curl out of it.
Hard, Lauren. Whoa, clean.
Nice shot. And gets a little roll into the rings, and Clancy Grandy will just try to hit that, and
One generalized
just cleaning all the way. No hit, so
We got it.
we'll be looking to get that off there and roll out and blank the end. This team would like to give a shout out to their coach Sean, who's cheering them on from home. So Sean, hopefully you're watching the team and cheering them on. At least I think you are. So. Cleaning.
Clean. Good throw him.
Pretty close. And she makes no mistake there, and we'll keep the hammer. So after 2 ends of play, we have team Clancy Grandy and her Vancouver Curling Club squad up on Emma Harchuk and her Guelph Curling Club squad 1-0 after 2 ends. Both teams are taking a little bit of a break. Having a conference at the middle. I'm all here by myself tonight, so I'm going to break out the candy, the Halloween candy, and see what I have here. Here we go again. Well, let's see if they put some guards up. If they don't put any guards up, I might knock on the glass and take a timeout and let them know that everybody's wanting them to put up some guards. Not sure if I'm allowed to do that. It's all volunteer, though. So, what are they gonna do? Fire me? Doesn't look like a guard to me. Oh, there you go. Emma's gonna ask for a guard to go up and get some rocks and play this end. So this is the lead. Tori Zemmelink. She's a student at Guelph University. And this time, last time they were called, she went into the ring. So this time, she puts that guard up and get ready to play now. So this is Sarah Locken, the lead. She'll be asked to put up a guard on the one she just threw. So. have my partner in crime has just arrived. She's the one making all the noise there. She left me. She apparently had to go and do an assignment.
I did, and drive my mom home.
And drive her mom home.
Yes.
So she is forgiven. So I have Maria Fitzgerald with me here. So Maria, you really haven't missed a whole lot.
No, I've been around.
It's been pretty wide open.
Yeah. Okay.
Team Grandy had a wide open draw for 2, came up light, got 1, and blank on the last end. So you haven't really missed anything.
Perfect.
You have to
They
drive
were
your
waiting
mom
for
home.
me.
Yeah. I couldn't even eat my Halloween candy because I was here by myself and they know it's me. So if I have it now, I can just blame it on you and say that you're the one
exactly.
eating it.
Now you can take your break and have your Halloween candy.
Know, exactly. So, glad you could join.
Yes, me too. I'm excited.
It's incredibly lonely here when you're trying to talk about
I
yourself.
bet. Yeah. Does not sound like it would be fun.
No. So just for folks to know, Maria is plays at the junior level, right, Maria?
Yes, I do.
And is the reigning, I think we have an under-21 tournament at the start of the year. I think your team won that.
We did,
gold medal.
Yes.
So it was important to have somebody on the broadcast who actually knows something about curling. So I asked Maria if Maria does bartending at our club as well. And so as the president of the curling club, she kind of has to listen to make sure that if I say I need her in commentating, she'll do it, right?
Exactly. I'm here. Yeah.
No, great that she's here. She's one of several really good junior teams out of her club this year.
And we have some awesome teams.
Yeah, so glad that you're here.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what happened there, but something happened because they were moving the rocks with their hands afterwards, and that's typically not something you see in play. So
no, I think it was the free guard zone.
Oh, was it? Is that what
I think so. Yeah. So they would have to put that guard back since they kicked it out of play.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There you go. See, that's why we brought her in for her expertise.
Yes.
Has your dad done any commentating?
He hasn't, but
he's signed up.
He's supposed to, and I don't know what he's not on the schedule.
What's he's doing? Yeah.
I know.
You did another game earlier though.
Yes. With Colleen.
With Colleen Jones.
Yeah.
It's quite a downgrade for you to come tonight, isn't it?
Absolutely not. Yeah, she's pretty cool though, for sure to talk to, but she knows her stuff.
A couple of things.
Yeah.
She's off to another.
Just a little.
Another Canadian championship. Her and Luke and Marley and Paul are heading to the mixed. I think this is her 846th national
something like that.
Something.
Yeah.
I might be off by a few hundred, but there's so many.
She's incredible.
Kind of cool that she's getting to go to that tournament with Luke. That's really that's probably. Of all the things she's done, this is probably one of her favorites, I suspect, getting to play with her son in a tournament.
Yeah, and Paul's pretty awesome too.
Yeah,
so.
Paul's been okay.
All right.
He's had no
he's okay.
Yeah. He's taking a step back from his men's competitive team, and but just a really great curler and just a really great guy.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you think of this shot, the double? Would you contemplate trying to hit and roll behind those guards, or?
Yeah, I think. So they're trying to set up a deuce right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure Zemmelink. So I think she called to roll towards that other red one, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Maybe trying to group the rocks so that on the next one they have an easier double.
Yeah.
Blanking here would also be really good for them to keep that hammer in the even ends.
Right.
Maybe that's what they're thinking. Trying to group them and get a. And she will just kick the top set of that, but just roll out. So another opportunity here for Grandy to split the rings, come around that corner guard. Lots of options here.
Yeah.
Looks like she might be trying to hit and roll off her red shooter and try to roll both of them in.
Right, and sit in line 3.
Yeah.
Bit of a delicate shot, but it's there, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. I think she's trying to just touch the backside of that yellow one.
You hit the backside of the yellow. If you're a little warm, you might be able to slow it down a little bit. So.
Team Grandy has had a lot of success over the past few years, I believe, at the national stage.
Yeah, they've they weren't up there playing on the slam events as much. Recently they joined the slams and they're competitively
accumulating points. That was an awesome shot there.
That was a great shot. Yeah,
holds both of them on. So
it takes away the corner guards. There's no corner guards now, and so Team Zemmelink they're now sort of. I think they're now are check now because she throws the hammer and calls the game. So
there you go.
Yeah. But they haven't, I guess, made the official announcement. So I'm going to get you to, who's this curler here? Can you pronounce her name?
Yeah, Lauren Rajala.
You're right.
Yeah.
You got it right.
I've known her for quite a few years, actually. Yeah, we both went to the Brad Gushu curling camp in 2019, but she's a really successful junior curler. Yeah. She won the 2021, I want to say, World Junior Qualifier. And went to Worlds with Isabelle Ladouceur. So they're pretty, she's a very well-rounded curler. Yeah. Represented Canada also at the Youth Olympic Games in 2018.
Wow.
Or 2018.
2018?
Yeah. 2020. 2020.
Yeah.
It seems like so not so long ago, but yeah, 2020 Canada Youth Olympic Games.
I only tested to see. Before the game, because you were still giving your mom a ride home.
Yeah.
I had to ask them because I was saying it with an H, and so So I've been testing people, and they all get it wrong.
Yeah.
And so no, there you go. That's why we bring Marie in. She knows the facts, and she has all the trivia as well. Apparently.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I thought I was one of the few curling. I don't want to say geeks. So we'll just face it. We like the trivia stuff. So
yeah, she's pretty awesome. And this skip here, Emma Artichok now, she lost the junior final last year. 2022 junior final.
National or
national?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Are they still in junior or?
No.
No. Okay.
No, they're not still junior. So they would be playing fully ladies, I believe. Yeah.
So I mistakenly said they might be one of the top junior teams. I'm just looking at their ages, 21, 21. But I think you got to be under 21.
Yeah, it's actually a new age now. It's under 20 because the juniors moving towards giving the Team Canada 10 months. So instead of going to the Worlds the same year that you win juniors, you're going the year after now. So
wow.
It's technically under 20 now. So
wow.
Yeah, that's why this is my last year. So if the 20-year-olds on this team have good birthdays, then they would have 1 year of eligibility left. But Lauren and Emma would both be aged out of juniors.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's somebody who knows the facts of where things are in junior curling. I know there's a few years that changed, about 3 years in a row. Every year was something different. And it was a bit frustrating for some of the junior teams.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you make plans for... some of them are making, like a lot of teams now make multiple year plans, obviously, right? And so with the change in the middle of that really was frustrating for some of them. So got a big roll there and got a couple of the rocks a little more grouped. And interesting to see if she hits us on the nose, if Emma just tries to freeze down there. I think that would be the smart call if this one sticks around. It would not be, I wouldn't be opposed if I was throwing here. I might shoot it a roll away or roll over.
Yeah, just a little bit towards that center line.
That pocket. Yeah, that's not bad there.
No. She might try the freeze here. I mean, at this point, she's going to get forced anyways, but it looks like she's still going to try to make the hit. Or maybe she'll hit and try to roll on top of that other red one.
I think of a little hit and flop on front of that one that she just threw, that would be really...
hoping for a jam on Grandy's last,
So what was your assignment and what are you studying?
I'm in psychology at CU, So it was about feral children. It was very interesting.
So are you like the psychologist on your team? Like every team has like a role? Is that
yeah, there's actually two of us that are in psychology.
Really?
Yeah, Grace and I. But yeah, so we're all in school.
I know your coach.
Yeah, Teresa, she's pretty awesome.
Is the event chair.
She is.
And so when she is not chairing the event, she's coaching you guys.
Exactly.
So is she a solid coach? Is she?
She's all right. She does okay.
Just all right.
No, she's awesome. Yeah, she's the best.
That's what I thought the answer might be.
Yeah. Oh, this one's got a curl here to touch any of that.
Oh.
Okay, just gonna.
It was a
take
lot
it
of
out.
weight.
Yeah.
Like really unnecessary.
I think she was probably trying to double. Now that I'm
Okay.
looking at it, which I'm not really sure why. But
yeah, I agree with you. I agree,
Yeah.
Maria, that I think the smarter call is, I didn't mind the freeze because you're going to draw likely in your next one, and you get a practice draw.
yeah,
Certainly didn't think the double was the shot. Hit and flop would have been.
definitely.
Yeah, I think
the
it was
better
one
call.
of. Yeah, I think so too.
Now Grandy has a chance to maybe force Emma to draw on her last one.
Right.
If she just puts this like biting the 8-foot, then she can't nose it and be shot.
Right.
So she's gonna have to be forced to either hit that back one or draw the 4-foot, which is never fun when you're drawing against 3.
No, not fun when you're drawing against 3
Yeah.
at all. And yeah, sometimes it seems like the easiest thing in the world, and it's not. Yeah, that's why I was a bit surprised on the last one. Why I don't mind the freeze at all.
Yeah,
You'll know the time, you know the line.
exactly.
So when's your next tournament coming up?
We have a little bit of a break now. We had a lot going on the first few months of the season, but we are in Fredericton for a women's spiel
Okay.
in a couple weeks.
Oh, nice. Good.
2 weeks from now. So just lots of training until then. And then we have that spiel, and then a few more women's spiels before our provincials in January. So,
Good.
yeah.
Well, that
Fun.
one's. I think she went a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
But still, it's a rock in your eye, line of eye sight,
Exactly.
and see how much this ice swings.
Yeah.
Swings a little bit more than our regular club.
It
play.
does, yeah. Really good ice,
Yeah.
for sure. It's nice to have that finish.
Does your team play in the league soon?
Yeah, so I play Tuesday nights,
Right. Okay.
and then my team plays in the Wednesday competitive league. So
we
we're
haven't
here
played
quite a
you
bit.
yet.
no,
You take it easy on us.
Wednesday competitive, yeah.
Yeah. We're the older guys.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is good. So no trash talking when we're playing.
I will not. I'll try my best. yeah.
It's all
Okay,
good.
all you.
Yeah, they're not laying a broom to this one right now,
No.
but it's looking like
Yeah, when you're the skip, you don't like that sign.
no, you really don't. It's still,
It is hot.
13-6.
yeah.
And now they're standing up near the hard line, and it looks like it is going to be a steal of 3.
3.
Yeah. Big swing there.
Yeah, that is.
That's a big 3. So
Big
Grandy
3.
goes up 4-0.
Yeah.
Playing into the 4th now.
Fourth end, yeah, that is. That's a bit
big
unfortunate.
swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She threw so much weight on her first one, like she threw
Yeah.
a big hit, and
She probably just had that in the back of her
yeah,
mind.
there's been a lot of hits throughout the whole boat. Like until this end, you saw a few draws, not many.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was I didn't mind the hit and flop in front of the rock, but I
No.
just thought the freeze was a better shot.
Me too, because she was probably going to have to
you're
draw
gonna
on
have
her
to draw.
second one.
Exactly. You're not getting all those 3 out of there. And
Yeah.
oh well. Easier behind this on this side of the glass.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
I haven't missed
exactly
a thing
right.
on this side of the glass.
We're playing 100%.
100%.
Yeah. So Zemmelink's probably going to have to go a bit more aggressive now,
Yeah.
try to form a deuce somehow. Grandy's probably going to go more defensive, try to hit some rocks. But never a bad thing to come from behind. Sometimes it's better.
Yeah. Well, they've had some chances actually. Grandy and team are, they're not playing bad or anything, but they're
Exactly.
not. They've had a couple of misses that Onachuk hasn't taken advantage of. So
Yeah,
they
for
get some
sure.
chances. Not out of it. It's 4-0.
Yeah.
Over in sheet 4, Purcell came back with a deuce in the second end. He's down 3-2 against Stuart Thompson. Stuart has a hammer playing the third end, and Grattan comes back with a single in the second end. He's down without hammer against Felix Aslan. 2-1, and over on sheet 1, Greg Smith took a single. And he's trailing 2-1 against
Moybrook?
Moybrook.
Moybrook.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to see the corner guard go up here from Team Zemmelink. So
Yeah, that first rock there is back behind the
I'm going to give this to you guys.
behind the tee line, and really actually an advantage for Artichok's team. Right?
yes, absolutely.
Don't think you can hurt
any rocks behind the tee line at this point are
Yeah.
going to be pretty much like guards. That's what we say for
Yeah.
Just a one.
Tori Zemmelink.
So where are the provincial juniors this year?
Truro.
Truro?
Curling
Okay.
Club, yeah. So not bad. We played there a few times this
Good
season.
curling club.
It's
Truro's a
really awesome.
good,
yeah.
good curling town, Truro, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Really nice club.
Yeah.
Awesome ice, so it's definitely a good
Yeah, they have a
spot
good membership
to be.
there. They've
Yeah.
always had a solid,
Great.
solid curling club in Truro.
Yeah.
Good people.
Exactly.
A couple of good curlers out of there too.
Yeah, a lot of good. Yeah.
So you have a curling family yourself as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So your
Yeah.
sister is
My sister is Kate Fitzgerald.
okay, and she's done what? Has she done anything?
She has,
Okay,
yes.
what's she doing?
She was actually part of the team that beat this skip here at the Artichoke in the 2022 Canadian Junior Final.
Wow.
And that was actually along with my teammate Allison Umla,
Okay.
Taylor Stevens, and Lauren Ferguson.
Right.
So some awesome curlers, awesome people, and they went and won the World Junior B Curling Championships in
Right.
Finland, and competed at the World A's in Germany, which
Right.
was awesome. We all got to go on that trip. So
Yeah?
it was
Oh,
really,
cool.
really awesome. Yeah.
Good.
And Taylor is now playing 5th for Team Christensen,
Yeah.
so she's still around.
I
and
think in
yeah.
this tournament she may be playing. I've heard
With
some
Daigle,
rumors that she
yeah.
might be playing with Daigle.
She is, yeah. She's sparing for Team
Sparing.
Daigle on Saturday.
Marley's heading to
the
the
mixed. Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor's a really, really strong curler.
Yeah, she's definitely a good one. And yeah. Taylor was in that age category where she wasn't eligible
Right.
to play at
She
the
didn't
Worlds.
get to go to the Worlds. Right.
So they actually took the skip of the team that they lost to. So back when Emma Artichoke was playing 3rd,
right.
they took Emily Deshane, who was the skip of that team. So
Right.
definitely sad for Taylor not being able to compete at the
Yeah.
World Championship, but she still got to go as kind of part of like the coaching staff, which was really awesome
Nice.
for her. Yeah. And we're going to see some rocks in play for
Yeah,
this
you
end,
got,
it looks like.
Lots of rocks in play now.
Yeah. Emma Artichoke is now calling the hit around the center guard, so kind of deciding that she has to get rid of that clump on the center line to make sure that she can score this end.
Yeah, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind just a quiet tap, like push it
Yeah,
back beside
exactly.
that the other red one in the back 8, just to
Yeah.
make a wall, right? And
Yeah, you don't need to push this one all the way
I
out.
think she's playing this one. This one's really tighter than I would wish she.
And if she does take this off the center line, it has to go back. So,
Yeah.
oh, wait, no, it
No, I
doesn't.
don't think so.
Sorry, it does not.
No,
I miscounted.
it's all right. You're allowed. Actually, you're allowed 2
Allowed
mistakes.
one mistake? Okay.
Two. That's your first.
Okay.
So
I gotta be careful.
got to be. I don't know if your family's listening in. You'll just, you may have to come and she may be home soon. If she,
Yeah, I'll be home
if
soon.
if she does another.
Yeah.
Yeah, just probably. Well, I didn't think that had to be played with that kind of weight, and yeah, I just a bit surprised.
Yeah, definitely not the outcome they were looking for.
No, and you don't need to get that rock out of there. Push it to the back. And,
Exactly. They gotta definitely get something going for themselves.
yeah,
so.
the ice is really swingy, so you can play that sort of back 12, back 8 weight. Could have
Yeah.
almost got to the darn close to the nose, I suspect, and cause some frustration for Grandy. So
I think so, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna need to put some pressure on them here shortly to stay in this game.
So you said you went to a Brad Gushu curling something or other?
The curling camp, yeah, in
Curling camp?
2019.
Where was that at?
That was in Newfoundland.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, at the Remax Center. It was awesome. Some of the best in the game for sure. So awesome to learn from them.
And there's the hit and roll. Save the shooter. Oh, that's-
She will stick that out in the 12-foot.
So now I think Clancy Grandy will chase that one out of there, though. So maybe she has a chance to come around. So
Yep. I think she'll probably just opt to hit that just because she is up 4-0. So.
no, I mean Zemmelink or.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Sorry, you're right.
Shoot, there's number 2.
No, that was really probably my fault. I wasn't very clear. So you get a reprieve on that.
And she'll just roll that.
Not the roll she wanted. That
Yeah,
gives
for
them,
sure.
makes that wall a little bit, or your team likes to call it guards at the back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's come around on the intern here, and you could even show them a piece and have chances of a jam. What is she doing?
She's calling the peel on the center guard. Not sure how I'm feeling about that call, just because
This
she
is probably where I would
losing
call a
4-0.
timeout.
I think so, yeah. Just when you're losing 4-0, you're really gonna start putting pressure on the team. She might be thinking, like, if she blanks this end and then tries again next end and to set up a better deuce, but not a fan of this call. And she will just peel it off, so Grandy's probably gonna call that rock in the house this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she just called for like biting the top 4
biting
foot
the top
here.
4 foot, yeah. You know, if she has a roll, it's a long roll. You know, if it was in, she wants it to the left or of the center line, because if it's near the center, Zemmelink's team could get a triple.
Right.
So if she puts that on the top 4 to that left side, it'll take away the chances of makes that triple a whole lot tougher,
Right.
and certainly would lose your shooter. So
Yeah.
really surprised on the last call. She was set up, in my opinion. You don't have to. It's all right if it's a
Exactly.
center line guard. It's a guard, and you're not going to have that perfect game with 2 corner guards, right?
Yeah.
And you got to take your chance. You got to go after your chances.
Exactly, and they also want to be thinking about scoring in the even ends here. It's
Yeah.
definitely handy when you're scoring in the evens. You want to get that hammer in the last. So, and now
She's going to ignore those and come around.
Come around the corner guard. I like this call if she can be second shot over those 2 back
It's
ones,
going to be
but
tough to be second shot.
I don't think you can be second shot if you're buried.
Right.
So this will be interesting.
Yeah, I don't mind the call if you can bury and be second. I
Exactly.
just don't think you can.
I don't think so either. That one is curling early. It should be pretty close here. I think
They
they're
gotta
losing
go.
the line here.
Oh, nope.
And she will work on those guards and just try to spin that in. Definitely not the best outcome. Grandy will probably try to hit and roll that to center line. Just a little bit further. It's going to be tough score here.
I like the big roll, actually.
Yeah.
I don't like rolling to the center line, because then I think Artichoke,
yeah.
thinking artichoke, and I know I'm wrong before I say it, so I apologize. Like, it would be better for her if she rolled to the center, because then she can come around. She gets something to come around. She could be buried. I like the big roll, and then Artichoke has nothing to
nothing to come around. Yeah.
You're up by 4.
Yeah.
Just she can't hide around anything if there's nothing there, right? So.
Right.
I'm not sure if she called a big roll or a little roll, so we'll see.
I think she might just be trying to roll just to the other side of center line.
Okay, it's kind of blocking the one
To
that's...
block, yeah. Just to block that
Yeah.
wide 4-foot one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely still important for Grandy to be intentional about where they're putting their rocks because
Right.
it's
Easy
still
to-
early in the game,
yeah.
so
Yeah, don't lose your focus just because you've got a
Exactly,
lead.
yeah.
That's not a shot that I like.
no.
Now there's the hit and roll and bury.
Yeah.
You know, if you peel that rock out of there,
You got it.
Emma has really
Emma can't
nothing.
hide behind anything.
Exactly.
So, but
Credit.
Emma, you're looking for a straight roll over.
Yeah.
You could roll and show them a little bit on. In fact, you want to over roll if anything.
Show them a little bit
on
on
that side.
intern side, yeah.
And because if they come out it that way, she might jam it into the wall at the back.
Yeah.
But she looked like she was indicating a small roll. Don't like.
I don't like
that.
the small roll because then Grandy can just peel it out of there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I like showing half. I mean, rolls are tough. Right?
yeah, rolls are really tough to call and to throw, but
But if you were to place it,
if you could place it anywhere,
roll a little.
Just
little
like
wide.
showing.
Yeah.
yeah, even right under that red one's pretty good. It forces Grandy into a run back,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
you never know she could miss that. So
Yeah.
this one's gonna have quite a bit to curl.
Yeah. It's out there. A lot of weight.
It's going. It's. Don't think it's gonna curl quite enough for that roll.
I think you're hitting right on the nose, and now if Grandy does a little hit and flop or hit,
Yeah,
and,
even if they just
even
nose
if
that,
they nose, yeah.
it's gonna be a tough score for.
Even if you roll a few inches, you're blocking that 4-foot, and Emma has not had her.
Yeah.
Has not had her draw weight, so.
No. Yeah, and I even think if you roll it over there, she can't nose it and be shot
Right,
over that
exactly.
back 8-1.
That's right.
So
Yeah. Hold an inch, and you'd be fine.
it's gonna be a tough score here for Zemmelink,
Yep.
I think. It's loud out there with the guys.
Well, Martin Crete is playing, and so if he's playing,
If he's playing, you know it's gonna be
it's
loud.
going to be loud. It's just always interesting if he has his voice by the end of the tournament.
Yes, that's definitely a win in itself.
They were they did well now Felix couldn't play in this last year. He was at the Canadian Mixed,
Oh yes.
and which they went on and won world bronze medal, him and his brother.
Yeah.
But the year before that, I believe they lost in the final to Stuart Thompson. I don't think we showed that, and that was in 2021.
Okay. Cool.
See, I have some facts.
You have some
too.
facts too, yeah.
I brought it.
This one's curling quite a bit. They're gonna have to be careful of the jam
Lots
here.
for the jam. Oh.
Oh, and she
No,
will
she
just
got
get lucky there. So Zemmelink's gonna have a draw for the one here.
Thanks, so
Got some backing this time.
Yeah.
With that roll by Grandy, that
oh, okay. Sorry, you were standing there.
kind of allows them a much easier draw than what I thought they were going to face. So.
Yeah.
Still going to make it though.
Exactly. Yeah. She'll have that last one in the back of her mind
Yeah.
from the third end. So.
So typically, what happens after that? You pull the string a little
Exactly. Yeah.
bit. We've done it.
Oh yes, we've all done it. That's
Yeah.
for sure. All right, sweepers are all this one, so that's a good sign early.
Line's good, all you.
Yeah, they're not panicking, but they're not walking away either. So that's a
No.
good sign. Line should be good.
Okay.
Line should be fine.
Looking pretty close here.
That's a much better draw.
Yeah.
Good job, Emma. So that'll be a single, and Grandy will keep the lead 4-1 after 4 ends of play. So they've had their chances. I don't think any team brought their A games tonight, to be honest. And that's something Maria and I said before the match started, that we'll be brutally honest.
We will be.
Yeah, not their A game, but really great draw away by Emma on that one, and so hopefully that'll build her confidence. And they've had their chances, and so you got to take advantage of those chances against a veteran team like Grandy and a solid squad that they have there. So you don't get many typically against that team, but they've had some. So got a bit of a hill to climb, but they can do that.
It's definitely been done before.
That's right.
I've been down
A few.
more than 3 and come back. So looks like Zemmelink's going to throw the center guard here, put the high one up first. It's really important now that we teams are more intentionally trying to get those center guards on the center line.
Right, because now you have that tick
Exactly.
rule. You can't even move it.
Exactly.
What do you think of the rule?
I like it when I'm watching curling because it's definitely a reason why there's not as many blank ends these days. But sometimes when we're playing, it gets a little bit messy.
What position are you?
I'm third.
You're third?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do enjoy the rule. It's also sometimes hard to remember. And it's just, you just can't even you can take it as long as it stays on the center line. So pretty much every time you're going to make contact with it,
it's going to move.
It's going to move off the center line. So it's definitely interesting.
I'm not sure what I think of it.
Yeah.
I like it because it gets more rocks in play.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, teams are so good
exactly
that they have to do something. But then part of me says, we just want people to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you get a massive punishment for being aggressive. It's like a golf course when there's a tree in the middle of the fairway that's long, and it's like you crack a ball, and all of a sudden some silly designer has a tree in a stupid place. You're penalized for making a really great shot. Now, I hit more trees than fairways anyhow, but if I ever get it down the fairway, I can't remember which club it is, and somewhere in there, but it's just in a silly spot, this tree.
Okay.
Anyhow, rambling a bit
I
much,
believe you.
but it's the same sort of thing. So it's like you want to be aggressive, and you're going to get punished. Really, and it's a harsh punishment.
It is, yeah. I also really like watching, I think teams that can make the tick shot, watching, for example, Jeff Walker on Team Gushi's team. He makes it every time, and I think I like the tick shot in the way that it really rewards the team that has hammer, because making it's a really, really hard shot to execute, and it's really, I enjoy watching the tick shot. So sometimes I kind of wish we were allowed to go back to that, but with the amount of weight teams can throw now too, double peels aren't as hard as they used to be. So
I don't know if you ever watch some of the older stuff on YouTube or anything like that, and it's the crowd goes wild when what you would probably consider just simple shots now.
Yeah, exactly.
And how much the ice has changed, and the rocks have changed, and brooms have changed.
For sure.
It's really quite remarkable.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember that runbacks were when teams were making those a little bit more consistently. How impressive, how amazing those were. If you don't have runback shots, you're not playing at a senior level. You're not playing at a junior level now competitively unless you can
make those shots.
Unless you can make those shots, you just can't, and that's it.
Exactly. So the free shot's being called here now for Team Zemmelink. This is their second, I believe. Kaylee Delaney throwing here. She is a nursing student, and she'll just take off that top 4'1", which definitely wasn't the call there. You really want, if you're gonna play those shots, it's definitely better to be on the lighter side since they're going hard for the steal here.
Yeah, you'll often hear people say miss on the right side, or
exactly,
and so
tolerance.
If you're gonna miss, this is how you have to miss, right?
Exactly,
So
yeah.
it's just
No.
tolerance, you're right. And so on that one, you need it. You could be a little light, but you don't want to hit and roll off.
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
a mistake.
And it looks like Grandy's just going to try to hit and roll it out of there a little bit. She'll stick it there. Not really what she was hoping for there. They have hammer, so they're really trying to keep the play away from that center line as much as they can.
This is not a call I like either. I think the same shot she just tried is the right call again.
Yeah.
That rock that's there, the red one's not going to. You're down by 3 without hammer.
Yeah.
That one's not going to kill you. That one there.
Exactly.
And Grandy's happy. Play hit all day.
Grandy's happy, yeah.
She's hitting 3. She wants you to hit.
Exactly. Yeah, and I don't even think, like, there's not even a pocket, so she can't hit and roll into the pocket. She's going to have to hit and roll kind of next to that other red one, which Grandy, again, is happy with. It looks like this is going to, yeah, so, again, not an ideal shot there. Now Grandy's going to try to hit and roll open again.
Yeah. So this is Lindsay Dubé, second stone for Team Grandy.
Trying to carve this one over. Looks like it's just gonna stick around.
You never play the double.
Freeze
and roll,
call again here for Team Zemmelink. This is
Because
Lord
they have
Rajala.
3 in the house right now. Do you play the
Great,
double
these
and
phone
roll?
devices, we can find out facts really quickly.
Oh, true.
Like, it's whatever you're
But you're just probably texting.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know.
Trying to figure out where I saw one of these players before.
It's up to you.
And it looks like we have a change in call here. Lauren Rangel is now going to try to double off these reds, which I'm not sure is the right call if they're really going hard for the steal. But I also understand, you know, they don't want to give up a big end here either. They're probably thinking the force here is okay, taking that hammer back into the even ends. They're definitely going to need to score some points
they're
here.
only 8 in games, so,
yeah, exactly. Should be close to making this double.
So I did figure out where I saw Kayla McMillan before.
Perfect.
She lost the BC finals against Marianne Arsenault. Marianne, Halifax curler who moved out to BC with Al. Used to curl with Al a little bit here in our club. Marianne's a curler in that relationship.
Yeah.
No offense, Al, if you're listening. But yeah, so that's the last time Marianne, when she moved up to BC, she won with some of the Kelly Scott's old teammates and won, I think, in an extra end against Kayla.
Yeah. Cool. It looks like they're just trying to nose this one here. Sit the 3. Gonna get a little bit roll on the outside. Now Zemmelink's got to make a decision whether they want to keep trying.
They can hit and roll behind. There's 2 center guards there, so it's one of those things. You're right. You don't want to give up a bundle, but there's already 3 in there. So
yeah, got to make a
know.
decision. So.
Do you give up 3 or give up 4? Does it matter at this point? You know what I mean? Like, and so, it's. I think if we were on Skip Rock, she might see a draw, but I don't necessarily mind this.
Yep, hard, Kaylee.
That needs to curl.
She needs to roll, though.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to make the roll, but she
bit of
will
a
make the
roll.
double. Oh,
A bit of a
alright.
roll.
double, really nice shot there.
Really
She
great
made
shot.
the double, and she rolled pretty much right under those guards.
You
so
can see maybe a
third
quarter.
Yeah, it looks like less than what we think.
Yeah. And if you get right behind the hack, I'd say I'm probably closer behind the hack than Maria is. There's not much.
No.
And I'm old, though, so I can't see much of it anyhow. But I even think a set of young eyes would not much more than a quarter, if that, if a quarter.
Yeah.
Great shot. That'll get you a 4-4 if you were scoring.
Oh, absolutely. That would be a 5 if we're talking
Yeah.
about Colleen Jones.
Yeah.
If she's listening, she'll definitely give a +5 there.
Yeah, I think so, too. That was a heck of a shot.
Yeah. Definitely making Grandy think about it, which is the goal here for Team Zemmelink, to try to force an error here.
Yeah, that's a really good. Ended up in a wonderful spot. I'm right behind the center line, and yeah, you can't see that. So, like a quarter at the most. I don't even think it's a quarter. Just heard a big yeah from Owen Purcell. I think he may have scored a few.
Yeah, I also.
There's a lot of screaming. He was he gave up. He was down by 2 playing the fourth end, but there was a lot of red there. So
yeah, a lot of hype. So
there's a lot of high fiving after
Yeah.
that, and a lot of So I suspect Purcell might have scored a handful there.
Yeah, that Purcell team has been traveling quite a bit this season.
Yeah, they're playing
already.
a lot.
Yeah.
Good team, really good, solid squad.
4 really good curlers on that team.
Yeah, two players from Paul Fleming's team, and then 2 from Owen's team last year, and that's a big change, right?
Yeah.
The big change to a team. You never know how it's going to chemistry works. You think it's going to
Exactly.
work, and I think one of the keys to that team, you have Scott Zachary on that team, so a veteran on that team brings a lot of experience, and all 4 are really solid curlers, but
Yeah.
I think that experience factor is really great for the younger guys, and good team.
So it looks like they're going to try to chase this one around those guards. With the way the with the way the ice curls, this shot is makeable. It's definitely hard. Hanging out
Need
there
to
pretty
curl here.
wide. Looks like she's probably rolling out if she makes
might get
contact.
a
I'm not sure.
piece. No, just rolls it deeper. She hit what she like you couldn't see much.
No.
So now Emma can.
Definitely has a chance here to put some pressure on Chip Grandy.
I think you're playing the straight. You just gotta make sure that we're curling.
Yeah, she just take that one out to just show probably about half of a stone on the outturn side. Maybe even less than that now that I'm looking. But
Yeah, you can. I can see about half from the hack.
Straight guard, I'm okay with that too, 'cause otherwise
If
they're
she
not
could
getting
throw
out.
this one down,
Right?
what we call a bit of a Christmas tree a little
Yes,
bit, and
yeah.
show her a quarter of this one, and then she could see a quarter of that one.
You got it,
That would be really great.
Yeah.
It still gives the full 4 for Clancy Grandy to draw to, but she's through a hit. Not sure. She'll be facing a couple, and gosh, Emma makes a nice stone here. She's right back in it, and
yeah, for sure.
and we look silly because we were criticizing one of the calls earlier
Yeah.
on one of Lauren's
Well,
rocks.
what do we know?
Lauren made a pistol throw. Lauren
did,
scored
yeah.
the 5 out of 4 shot.
Yeah.
It was a bundle over on sheet 4. Owen Purcell picks up a 4-ender,
Yeah.
take a 6-4 lead over Stuart
Wow.
Thompson.
I'd like to go back and watch that shot.
Yeah.
So this is Emma Arnichuk here. She's a communication student at Wilfrid University.
Where? Whoa. Line's good. Room. Yep.
This one's looking pretty close here.
I think they got to go on it a
curling
little bit. It's
quite a
really
bit.
curling hard now. Got to go hard to get it by this one.
Ooh,
Got to
we'll
go.
just get it by.
Don't advance it too much because it'll be wide open. You can
Yeah,
see
it looks pretty open. But Clancy can't bury around those yellows, so Emma will have a shot to sit 2 on her last one.
Just a little more ice, and that would have been a perfect weight.
Yeah.
They had to sweep it to get it by that second yellow.
Exactly.
And because of that, it pushes that yellow one, the shot zone out a little bit. But got to be made.
Exactly, and her shooter is buried now, dead buried under those two yellow guards. So there will be no, Clancy won't be able to get that out on her last one, so we'll see what she does here. I think she's just trying to roll open, try to get, give herself a draw to the 4-foot for 1. Oh, we got a
Final
on sheet 2.
Yeah, and I think Felix Esselin took a few in the 5th end and handshakes.
And that will be enough for Team Grattan. So, yeah.
For this one to curl a bit. Is she going to roll too much? Looks like she's going to roll too much. And Martichuk steal. Oh, no, this is not the last rock. I thought that was the last rock. And, okay.
So it looks like Emma's going to draw around the pile on her last one, try to get just a T-line and make the draw for 1 harder on Team Grandy on her last.
She just threw it almost, so she should know the line and the weight. And,
exactly.
Give herself a little bit more ice, and she could bury one here.
Yeah.
Touching the button, and even she could, or just. Sorry, I was miscounting rocks. I thought that was the last one, but. People texting you, telling you they're listening to you? Or?
Oh, yes, of course. No.
What are they saying? Are they saying we're doing fantastic, I hope,
yes,
right?
Yes, they are, of course.
Yeah, they better. They better. That's what they better be saying.
Looks like they're sweeping this one pretty hard.
Yeah.
They really don't want to take that top 8 yellow one and leave a double.
That's pretty good, though.
Does, as long as they get by that top yellow.
Gotta get by that yellow. Gotta get by
Looks
that
like
yellow.
they're just going to take it.
Sit.
Yeah, they wanted to sweep that one just a little bit to make sure there wasn't a double available for Clancy.
Yeah.
So she'll just be nosing this for 1.
Well, same shot she just had, and she'll want to save the shooter this time, and.
Exactly. I think Team Zemmelink will just be a little bit disappointed with how that last one played out. Definitely had a big opportunity to put some pressure on Clancy with her last one. But you never know. Still could be a rollout here. Looks like she's just throwing a nice soft weight hit here. That's a mistake a lot of junior curlers make, is throwing too much weight at shots like these. So it looks like she should be close here. I think she's got it.
So no mistake this time, and she'll take her single. And I was incorrect earlier giving a steal, but now it is a single shot, and we'll take the lead 5-1 after 5 ends of play. And Team Martichuk will have the hammer, and they made some nice shots that time, Maria, so exactly. Make a few more nice ones like that, and
never know. Yeah, they're definitely going to try to build a deuce here. Score 2 here, they're right back in the game for sure. So.
Got a lot of teams coming in off the ice, and so if you're hearing some background noise, it's that's what it's all about. And we're on the main floor, and obviously the locker rooms are behind us, and so everybody coming in off one of the games finished early, and so everybody's excited. Anyhow. So we apologize for any noise, but we're not one of those fancy TV shows that have get all the bells and whistles and get paid.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we got a good game going on sheet 1, so between Smith and Moybrook. Moybrook's actually up 4-2.
4-2 with hammer now.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
he
right.
lost his first one. I was surprised he played Brent McDougall.
Right.
And
yes.
and
In
it was
a
a
pretty
pretty
sweep,
lopsided, and that was a bit of a surprise. I actually thought Moybrook would have been one of the favorites coming into the tournament. Just how much they're spieling, their success, both them and Purcell have been playing a great deal, Epping as well. So I thought those would just sheer amount of times they've been playing, but they had a big loss. But I think they'll rebound. Actually, they're a solid squad.
Yes, I agree. Looks like this one's gonna have trouble, but it will just get over that hog line. So
Yeah, it gets over there.
yeah, I think they're probably throwing double corners, so trying to leave that one high so that
Sure.
they can bring their next one
Next
nice
one a little
and
deeper
tight.
and yeah. So have you come down to watch some of the top women? Like we have Taranzoni here, Team Jones without Jones, but Chelsea Carey,
Yes.
another Canadian champion on that team. And just watching some of those
It's
teams and how
pretty
they play.
awesome. Yeah, it's pretty amazing to watch them.
Yeah, just seeing their strategy.
That the Italian team Constantini,
Yeah.
they've been incredible.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are heading to the Grand Slam in Pictou next week.
Yeah.
We'll be going up to watch some of that.
Are you?
So it's awesome curling, and it's nice for them to be able to come stop in at Halifax on their way to that event and see what we have to offer. The ice here has been like absolutely incredible, and I think a lot of the teams are really liking the ice surface.
Good,
So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Now we'll likely see Constantini and Taranzoni back in Nova Scotia in a few months for the Women's Worlds in Sydney. So anybody wanting to see the best women's curlers across the world, take a ride up to Sydney and take in some of that action.
No doubt that'll be an amazing event. So Nova Scotia knows how to run a good.
Yeah, Sydney will do a pretty good test.
I think so.
I think they've, if you're just going for a party, I think Kate Brightner's
I don't think there'll be a doubt that it'll be a good time.
It'll be
there.
a great time.
Yeah,
and they'll be very. They had the Scotties there a few years ago, and it was a great success. And so the team up there will do a fantastic job. So that'll be great.
Looks like Team Grandy's going to try to guard their red one while also trying to choke off those two corner guards that Team Zemmelink threw so that they can't get around them. So those corner guards weren't as far off to the side as Team Zemmelink would have liked. Right. You want to get those a bit further off so that if Grandy throws a guard like that, then you can still get around them. But unfortunately for Zemmelink, they won't be able to get around that yellow one.
Yeah, it kind of makes those ineffective now. And
exactly.
And it takes away that in-turn draw to the button if you have to on your last one coming that way. So, just a little too tight to the center line on those guards, unfortunately. So, and if she's hitting, that's playing into Grandy's hand. That's exactly what Grandy wants her to do. But
looks like she's going to try to play that run back, try to get rid of those two red ones. That top 4-foot red one really isn't in a great spot for them. So if they can manage to make the double and roll to a corner.
Yeah, if they could roll, that's what I'm thinking. If they played the double on those reds with a good bit of weight, you might be able to get a nice roll over and put a corner guard on the other side.
Exactly. Looks like this one's hanging pretty wide. They're going to need it to curl quite a bit to catch that top 4-foot red one, unfortunately. Yeah, they'll just run it by.
Just a lot of weight and outside. So.
Yeah.
And they haven't really been coming with a lot of weight.
I made this when I set it up, and I didn't put the on ice. I didn't set it up for you to hear on ice speed, so I'm going to sort that out tonight. I'm sorry about that. When someone mentioned it.
Looks like she's going to try to peel off that tight corner guard that Zemmelink has thrown. Might be trying to get a bit of a roll to the center line instead of peeling it right off. I do like that call. Try to curve it over. And they won't roll that off as much as they would have liked to, so Zemmelink will try to freeze to that top 8-1 and generate a deuce somehow.
Yeah, she's got to put some rocks on. Like, can't be throwing any hits.
Exactly.
I don't mind the last one a whole lot, but you know, there's rocks in play. Use them to your advantage. Freeze up to it, and you know, Grandy's going to be hitting. So
Yeah.
Wait, sir. Bouncing. Can you go around? Yep.
This one's
It's
looking
coming
pretty
down.
good.
It's coming
Just to
down.
freeze. Don't want any bounce or
don't
else
want to bounce.
it
It's a
looks
little
like-
warm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they've been. That's how many in a row now that we've seen where they've just been like 2 feet heavy, or it's like you can sweep on this ice, right? So
exactly, yeah.
what
You got to
the-
use your sweepers.
You got to use your sweepers, and so that was a case where they didn't. It was on there by itself, and unfortunately, the bounce just makes it an easy, wide open hit for Team Grandy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really important when you're down too, just to know that it's okay. It's better to be light than heavy.
Yeah,
In that case, if they left that a little bit higher, then they would have
Right.
been able to run
right.
it back.
Another rock and play, and
Yeah, any rock is a good rock for them right
Yeah.
now if they can kind of try to generate a
it makes
score
things tougher
around
for
it.
Grandy. Does Grandy hit it? Does she leave? You know,
Exactly.
now
yeah.
it's just a wide
You
open
might get a
hit.
jam
Yeah,
at
right,
some point,
exactly.
but unfortunately for Zemmelink, that's just not how it's going for them tonight.
Nope.
Looks like Grandy's gonna roll, so
let
gonna
it
stagger them, which staggers are always a nice guard to try to come around for Team Zemmelink, but you want to be careful. You don't want to leave too many reds in the rings.
Do you go all in?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get a good draw around those reds, even if you're just half or 3/4 buried, Grandy can't run them back because it's staggered. So, and Zemmelink does have hammer, so as long as they make sure that they have the 4-foot to draw to on Emma's last. I don't like rolling off this wide one, which she was looking at. She was maybe looking at rolling on this wide one, but I don't think that that's the rock that they should be concerned about right now, just because it's way off to the side, but. Lauren's down here now, just gonna talk it out. It's a big shot here for sure. Want to make sure you make the right call.
It's. I guess I get it, but why not just draw?
Exactly,
Draw's
yeah,
easier. It's
yeah.
definitely an easier shot. Now, you don't have to be in the 4. You could even be back 8 if you had to.
Exactly. They're never going to be able to run that stagger back.
No.
I'm just not really understanding.
It's still early enough.
Yeah,
right? This isn't your last shot.
exactly. This is the thirds first. I think just that wide red one, like it should really never come into play.
Yeah.
As long as Emma is
Right,
able to draw
right.
the 8-foot, which she is.
Now, if
So,
she doesn't get the roll, then it's just another,
it's just another guard for.
and then you only get
Sorry.
2 rocks left. right?
Exactly,
So-
and it's also handy to keep rocks like that out in the wings in case Emma has to make some sort of in-off on her last as well. So
true
it
enough.
is nice to keep rocks there if you can.
Right.
So she does look pretty close, so watch her. She's going to make this perfectly, and we're going to be proven wrong, but it looks like it's going to get under. Not enough. She may have tucked a piece, but not enough. So Grandy's going to try to hit and roll open. If she rolls open, the same hit and roll will be there again for Team Zemmelink. So
the other thing is
nosing
if she hits what she sees and sits there,
it's pretty good.
makes the world. I wouldn't play that. I would.
Like, do you have air? This one's always staying. Only this one's ever going. But yeah, we can do that. Okay, just 10's fine. Okay, yep. Clean. Whoa. 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 Kaylee, go now. Kaylee. No roll. I just thought it just wasn't my first choice. I don't know. I don't even know what my first choice was. Like, it just wasn't looking like great, but I just don't think that double was ever makeable, just where the other one was.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah.
We should have asked.
No, it's okay.
Throw it top 12, please.
Probably gotta play a double, just so I actually have somewhere to draw to. Like, I'm pretty doubtful that other yellow is ever gonna count, but I think, yeah, we gotta play.
And you do have the in off the yellow if you're not liking the draw.
I think I'd rather throw the draw. Like, I think
Not earlier today you said you'd rather than
I know. No. Yeah, it was just the third end where I just forgot how to throw a draw. Yeah,
I did that half the time this year, so like,
it's just not the vibe. Yeah,
and other than that, it's been a really good
it has been a really good game. Yeah.
also you throwing against 3 didn't set you up very well.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a team game, right? So,
So don't beat yourself up over it.
yeah, I don't know.
Get out of here.
Okay. Like, this is no good. Oh.
Maria, can you text us if you can hear us now? We have our technical people, and he's over there playing on his iPad, and I'm not sure what he pressed. I think he's playing a game of Tetris or something, and he hit the wrong button, and he couldn't hear us. You still can't hear us?
They can hear us still.
It takes 30 seconds.
Oh,
It's like a minute delay.
okay.
So hopefully you can hear us
Keep
again. This is sort of a test.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
We
we're good.
can hear us now. So we apologize for the
Can you hear me,
audio the audio problem. I was probably talking to myself for a while. Maria was here, I promise. We were having a good conversation. She was saying how great of a commentator I was. I think that's mostly what she was saying.
Yeah.
And then our technical people were playing on their iPad and shut us off. And
It's not our fault.
not really our fault. I don't know if it was just an omen or maybe a sign. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
technical issues for sure.
so what's going on here now?
So, what we missed. Team Grandy just threw up a center guard on those two red ones, so it looks like Team Zemmelink is going to try to run that back and make some noise. Try to get rid of them. It doesn't look like she's going to make contact with the rocks in the house.
Nope.
She might even tick hers out, which is just
If you're
the
gonna,
worst case scenario.
well,
How did that happen? We need a replay.
well, I think what happened was it
It ticked their guard.
ticked the
Yeah.
guard, and then that came back, and then yeah, not good. And Grandy is going to put another guard up there, top 12, top 8, and Emma is going to have a tough shot.
Like just. Okay.
So Maria, this is your second game. Are you enjoying it? Doing the
I am, yeah. It was
Are
a
you?
little,
You were intimidated the first time,
yeah,
right?
it wasn't really planned. I was draw mastering this morning, or at 1 o'clock, and
Right.
Colleen Jones was commentating.
Yeah.
And we tend to have some fun when we're watching curling together.
Sure.
In the past, we definitely have some laughs. So she
Oh, good.
asked me if I wanted to just hop on.
Oh, there you go. And now you're considering switching your majors from psychology to broadcasting. And
know what?
I mean, Colleen.
Yeah,
could-
she did. She could mentor me.
Yeah, she could.
It's actually funny. I was supposed to go to class at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
But our game went to an extra end, so I decided not to go and stay and watch the curling. So
Well, hopefully your professor's not a curler.
yeah,
and they
we'll
won't
blame
know.
Colleen if I don't get my degree.
Right. Well, no, I think you should talk to Colleen again and talk about a career in broadcasting. And
Yeah.
you're into the game. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I love an excuse to talk about curling. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
no, that's great. It's funny. We were chatting, a few of us, about just planning and some other events and stuff like that, and how it's important to have some younger folks involved. And it's great to have someone from the junior curling ranks doing such a great, like, it's completely natural for you. So seriously, it's
Thank you.
fantastic.
It's fun for sure.
Good. Glad you're having fun.
So it looks like Team Zemmelink's just gonna try to nose this red one
Yeah.
and get her one. It's gonna be tough to outcount
Yeah.
that top 4
Well, there's that
foot one.
top yellow guard too.
Exactly,
You can't see it on
yeah.
the screen, but it will be in her line of sight. So for looking at the screen, it looks wide open, but it's actually coming through a hole. There's a high yellow guard.
Yeah. And it looks like they're gonna try to get the. She'll be pretty close here.
It's close, I think.
Yeah, she's
So
definitely.
there's that yellow
by.
guard. She should
Just
be good.
can't tick. Yeah, lovely shot there. So gonna score 1. They're gonna go down 3 without Hammer playing the 7th end. So
Right.
definitely get their stealing boots on now. They're gonna have to. They're probably gonna try to steal 1 and then steal 2. Or, yeah, you probably don't want to force Grandy here because then you have to get 4. And with the way that Team Grandy's been playing, it's
Yeah.
going to be pretty hard to get 4.
You're gonna have. Grandy just wants to score.
Exactly. Yeah, Grandy's.
One is fine.
Exactly.
One is fine, but I had to check. She has to go all in. You can't. You just have to go all in.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
Give up 6 or 7. It don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
So it looks like they're going to try to throw up 2 center guards here and try to force the play to the middle early.
Steal a 1 over on sheet 4 by Owen Purcell will take a lead 7-4. Thompson was up early in that game 3-0 and now is trailing 7-4.
Wow, what a turn.
Yeah,
Goes to show you how a big shot like Owen made in the fourth end can really change the pace of a game altogether. So.
And something like that can really deflate a team. You're up big and then all of a sudden you give up the lead and it kind of just takes the sails out, right?
Exactly,
and then it pumps up the other team.
Yeah.
And now you can make anything. And,
curling is such a mentally
isn't it? Yeah.
challenging sport as well as the sport itself. It's just a lot of work goes in out off the ice as well on the mental side.
Well, that was one of that's funny. You get to commentate with Colleen Jones, and so one of the critical pieces to their success was their whole sports psychology.
Yeah, exactly.
Bringing in Ken and Bagnall and working with him, and just that whole changed the game, right?
Exactly.
It changed what they were, how you play, and it's all about that mental. Like a lot of people can you throw the big wake and are pretty accurate and that sort of thing, and it's just how do you shake off those shots? Like so many people, myself included, will keep those things with you, right? And
Exactly.
you can't do a thing about it. It's done. And how do you get that?
Yeah.
How do you have that mentality just to drop it and recognize it has nothing to do with your next shot, right?
Exactly. Sometimes the best curlers are the people that are able to get over those mentally challenging like shots or whatever. Like if you have a bad game, bad shot, you really have to be able to park that. If you're in a spiel like this where they're playing a 4-game round robin, it's not over until your last round robin game and everything is set into place. So you really got to keep that, keep your spirits high and just go game by game, end by end.
Well, even on the same, one of the things you said earlier is even when you're up in the lead, though, you got to keep your focus too, right?
Yeah.
So it's not. You can't get down if you miss a shot, but you also can't get complacent when you're leading.
Yes, exactly. So. It's not over until the last stone is thrown. So if you're up, you're down, whatever. There's always more game to play. So it's not over till it's over. And it looks like Team Grandy's gonna just come around again, try to put one on top of. Well, this one looks a bit more heavy. Looks like they're gonna go right through the ring. So. Zemmelink definitely will hopefully be able to capitalize on that miss.
What was she trying there? Just coming around?
She was just trying to sit on top of that red one. I think one thing Team Zemmelink kind of missed this game was just like capitalizing on Grandy's misses. You really have to be able to capitalize when the other team misses. So if Zemmelink can capitalize here, I think they can definitely get some pressure going here.
So this is Kaylee Delaney, second stone. Kaylee has actually one of the questions we asked teams when they were, we got them to do a survey just to find a little bit of information about them. Kaylee we've asked them, have they ever scored an 8-ender? And Kaylee has scored an 8-ender. She doesn't tell us the details of it, but she has. Have you ever scored an 8-ender?
I haven't, no. You have?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. One. It was a steal of 8. It was a steal of 8.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And, yeah, it was a bit of a surprise. I've seen 2 others.
Okay.
I think actually some of the folks who were here were playing a junior tournament. It was the junior provincials. I think it was in Truro, actually.
Okay.
Who was on the team? Was it Cameron McKenzie was on the team? Maybe. Can't remember. Anyhow, they scored an 8-ender in provincial, in the provincial juniors, and then it was just club curling. Just 2 people beside me were playing, and I kept telling the skip, "You better throw a hit. You better throw a hit." And he said, "Oh no, I can draw. And that was his first, and he missed. And then I said, "Steve, you better throw a hit," because I'm throwing a hit, by the way.
Right.
And no, I can draw. I can make the draw, and he didn't. He gave up an 8-ender.
Wow.
And then I have another friend who gave up 3 8-enders. He's given up 3, so it can happen.
Looks like we have another final here
Oh,
over on
you do?
sheet 1. Big steal of 4 for Team Moybrook, so they'll take the win over Smith 11-2. So that puts both of those teams at 1-1 after day 2.
Yeah, good rebound. I think that's Smith's second loss. They lost last night to Purcell.
Okay, so I didn't know they played again. They won.
He
hit
won
a
the
big
first,
win
yeah.
against Thompson yesterday.
Yeah, he won his first and then 2. So he's 1-2, and Moybrook comes back with a big win to make his record 1-1. So Grandy is going to try to open this up and get rid of those guards.
Oh, and they will get rid of all of the yellows.
All the yellows are gone, which is not bad.
No, it's a good shot, but it definitely still leaves an opening here for Zemmelink to try to get a good steal here. It leaves that red center guard. So now they have a decision to make whether they want to freeze on top of that red one or throw another guard. Either one, great shots. If they guard, Grandy's going to play the peel. Just again, they want to make sure they score here. So.
Yeah, I put this one right behind. I don't want to give him an angle and roll off. So if she gives, you'd be exposing a little bit of the shot rock, but that's okay. I think the double guard is better. And I forgot I was supposed to talk about our sponsors, so just
yes.
I want to thank our sponsors for the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic, Murphy's Hospitality Group, Prince Edward Island Brewing Company, Crombie Reed, Scotia Square, and the Curling Store. So when you're making your business choices, folks, think of those people who are supporting the game that you love, that we all love. So so thanks to those sponsors, we couldn't do this event without them, and also obviously Stu Sells Realty, our title sponsor, and then the premier sponsor on the women's event, the Neon Train, and on the men's event, Steel Subaru. So thanks to all those folks for their help with this event.
Yeah, it's also awesome for the women's and men's. Both sides are doing a draw the button challenge.
Yeah.
So the more draws they get combined on the button, the Halifax Curling Club is going to donate $1,000 to 2 charities. So the girls' side is the Sandra Smurler Foundation, and the men's side is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Foundation.
Okay, good.
So they're kind of having a little competition.
Right.
So
the women won last year.
Yeah, the women won last year.
Yeah, men are in the lead though this year.
Yes, they are very much in the lead. Yeah,
they're in the lead. So come on, guys.
Yeah.
You gotta, even this up. So yeah, that's exactly. a fantastic, just charitable event. And it's thanking both Neon Train and Steel Subaru for some of those charities that they that are really near and dear to their heart. And so our way of saying thank you to them is helping them with some of the charities that they contribute to as well. So. Thanks to those sponsors, and thanks for the teams. They're having some fun with it. There's a little bit of banter.
Yeah, for sure.
If you come down, you'll see one of those charts where you see sort of like a goal sort of thing, and you'll see who's in the lead. So Grandy, we wanted to open this up and keep replacing the guard.
Yeah, looking like Zemmelink will probably throw that guard up until they have the chance to maybe freeze to that red one.
I'm a bit surprised they don't try the blasting it all out. There is an angle on that guard to the back one, and a bit surprised they didn't try that.
Yeah. They might be playing the freeze now here on, is this? Yeah, on Emma's first. Try to freeze in there, and then Team Grandy will probably try to blast it. Hopefully the yellow sticks around. Would probably be what is going through Emma's mind as she calls this freeze. It's definitely a tough shot.
So this team is playing in the Canadian Junior Cup. I don't know what that is. Winner goes to the Swiss Cup. You probably know what that is. And then the Ontario Playdowns. Do you know what the Canadian Junior Cup is?
I actually don't. It must be something in Ontario.
Yeah,
but
not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They're tight.
Sweeping this one, trying to bring it as close to that red one as they can. It looks like it's going to come up just a bit short. Definitely not the ideal spot for them to put that rock. Grandy's probably just going to try to hit and roll over to the wing.
I think so. I guess it depends where you want to stay. No. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Try and stick around.
I just realizing there for a second that Grandy's red, not yellow, and I don't know why. Earlier in the game when you said all the yellows are gone, and it was like, yeah, well, that's okay. It's still good for Team Artichuk.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, Grandy's red, so yeah. I was wondering about the call on the freeze on the last one. I was like, why is she freezing to her own? But
Oh, that's so funny.
yeah, it's not the first time that's happened.
So Clancy's going to try to hit and roll this yellow one out to the wing. And it's going to be a pretty tough.
10, 10.
It looks like it's going to be pretty perfect. Maybe it's going to roll out.
Might roll out.
That's okay.
Well, we have a barn burner over on sheet 4. I'm not sure if you're watching, Maria, but Stuart Thompson now has a draw for 3 to tie
Wow.
that game up, 7-7. He almost, Owen almost missed his last one and could have given up a draw for 4, but he picked it out just at the very last. But Stuart's sitting 1 and 2 on the button and needs to bite of the forefoot to score 3.
Wow, it's definitely a tight game over there.
Yeah. Well, Emma, you need
She's
a
playing
little bit
the
of help
freeze
here.
Yeah. Even if she makes a perfect freeze here.
Is she shot if she makes it?
No, I think she's going to tap it back a little bit.
a bit.
She just threw this one, so her weight should be pretty close. But it's definitely going to be.
Yeah, and it was a shot for 3 over in sheet 4. It's a tie
made it?
game, 7-7.
It's huge.
That's a massive, massive letdown for. And I think that is light, and now she'll have an
Yeah.
open hit for. Be careful. She'll just bump that out. She just needs to score. She doesn't care if she probably has that catcher over here anyhow.
Exactly. That was a pretty awesome try from Emma.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
It's a really tough shot. Like, it just overcurled. If she was just trying to freeze onto it, her weight was pretty perfect.
Yeah.
But she will just roll off. So big hit for 2 here to go up 5.
Yeah, I think that'll be. I think you'll see some
Yeah,
handshakes
I
if
think
this
so.
one is. If this one happens.
Similar. 10-5.
This one is curling quite a bit off that center line, but I think she should be all right.
Go, you're holding it. 10-3.
Yeah. And she will kill that back one. So score of 1, and it still will be handshakes.
It's still handshakes. So we have a final. It was Team Clancy Grandy out of the Vancouver Curling Club over Team Zemmelink from the Guelph Curling Club. The final is 6-2. So we will be back for draw number 9 tomorrow morning at some time. I think 9:30.
9:30?
9:30 tomorrow morning. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks everybody. Have a good night.